What's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about breeding science. Yeah. I'm re-recording this intro after the fact because I don't think I explained it well in my original intro. For the purposes of this video, I changed the mating, hatching, and BabyMatureSpeedMultipliers, and on day 5 of recording this video, I've reduced the mating interval even more. Details on how to do it in Singleplayer will be in the description. So over a 3-week period, I cable tamed 23 Argents ranging from level 100 to 120. I bred the top 6, who each have a high attribute, the ones that are in front of me, together with the end goal of having a male and female pair that both have all the high attributes, and they can then be bred to essentially give a clone with all the high attributes, or if a new Argent with any higher attribute is tamed later, whether it be male or female, it can be bred with one of the pair to get a new high attribute pair. So let's talk about levels. All dinos have wild levels and tamed levels. Bonus levels gained from any taming affecting this count as wild levels. This is important because only wild levels matter for breeding. For every level higher a wild dino is, it has a chance to put 1 point into a single attribute. How much each point increases that attribute is different for each attribute, and different for each dino. You can check the wiki for the details, and I'll put a link in the description below. Because the wild points are semi-random on if they're even given and what attribute they go in, it's possible to have a lower level dino with more points in an attribute than a higher level dino within the same ballpark of levels. When breeding, the points work backwards in the sense that the bred baby's level is calculated from the points in its attributes. The points are inherited from either of the parents, and it's supposed to be a 70% chance the baby will inherit the higher attribute from the parents. The attributes we're interested in are health, stamina, oxygen, food, weight, and damage. The only real interest in oxygen and food are for the higher final level, aka bragging rights. Movement speed is always 100%, except I think raptors get a tamed movement speed bonus, and torpor is increased for every single wild level a dino has, and can't be increased once they're tamed. So if you want to know what level a dino was when you tamed it, check the wiki for its torpor info. To know how many points each attribute has on a wild or fresh tamed dino, I'll put the link to the Dino Stats calculator in the description. The way dinos' attributes are increased per level after they're tamed is based on a percent from what the attribute had in wild levels. So let's look at the health on 2 level 112 Argents that both tamed out to level 167 as an example. Health on number 1 here is 1624.5. Health on the number 2 is 1856.5. Tamed level up on an Argentavis health is plus 27%. That's each level you put into the health after they're tamed. So for each level you put into the number 1, it would gain 438 health. For each level you put into number 2, it would gain 501 health. So each little bit higher an attribute originally is can make a big difference on how many level up points you need to dump in that attribute later to get it where you want. Since we're looking for dinos with the maximum points in a single attribute, their wild level isn't critical. As you can see here, I've got ones that were 112s, 104, 100, and 120 were my original 6. The highest points in a single attribute, other than damage I've seen, is 33. The Argentavis seem to get a bonus to damage once they're tamed, and the calculator doesn't account for that, and I couldn't find any info on it. So the logical way to do this would be to breed health and stamina, oxygen and food, and weight and damage together, likely multiple times until we were left with 3 birds that had 2 high stats each. And as long as they're not all male or all female, we could move on and breed some more. But realistically, if you're like me, you'll get impatient waiting for the right female to be ready to breed again, and just breed any high attribute female with a male that has at least one different high attribute. This line of birds here is my result of breeding. And including the rejects I tamed that didn't have a high attribute, I have a crap ton of birds. I also euthanized a few babies about halfway through the breeding process that did not get the attributes I needed. So there was that. So these 3 birds here are the fruit of my labors. I've got 2 females and 1 male that all have the best attributes of the original 6. We got 2146.5 health, 3075 stamina, 645 oxygen, 8200 food, 574 weight, and 448% damage. And I haven't put a single point into any of these birds yet. That's not too shabby. So if you have any idea what I should do with the 50 or so extra Argents I have, leave a comment below. I was thinking maybe an epic Argent Army vs. Broodmother or Argent Army vs. Giganotosaurus battle. So I guess that's it for the intro. Now stay tuned for a breeding montage. Alright, I've got health and stamina in here. I'm going to enable wandering, get them to mate. Mating in progress. Any second now. Here we go. Yeah. Alright, disable wandering. And disable wandering. Alright, now we're going to do oxygen and food. There we go. Table wandering. Table wandering. Alright, now we're gonna do damage and weight. Almost there. Here we go. Alright, I'm going to hatch these eggs one at a time, in case I get twins or triplets. And also so I can mark them for what their parents were. And we're incubating. Almost done. Oh, it's a baby argent. There you go, little baby argent. Go. There it is. Alright, let's check and see if we got our desired stats. Supposed to be health and stamina. We did not get the health we wanted, but we did get the stamina. So that kind of sucks. So we'll have to breed health and stamina again to try and get both those stats on one bird. We got the max food stat. And we got the max oxygen stat. Yeah. Oh, we got twins. Oh, noes. Oh, not the air conditioner. Now we're gonna try breeding the two new females that have health, stamina, food, and damage. And I know it's kind of gross, but we're breeding them back with their father that has health, oxygen, food, damage. And hopefully we'll get at least one baby that has health, oxygen, stamina, food, and damage. And the only attribute we'll be missing is weight. I don't know if one male can breed with two females at the same time. I've never seen anybody else try this. So let's try a little menage a trois here. Not close enough to him? No, looks like you can only breed with one at a time. Oh! He is mating with them both at the same time. They just weren't all close enough. There we go. So you can mate one male with multiple females at the same time. Way to go, Ark. Alright, I'm trying the female oxygen food damage with the male health, stamina, food, weight damage again. Let's see how this goes. Oh man, I missed the birth of the perfect baby. Wasn't recording, I wasn't expecting it to happen this time. The one time I'm not recording. Maybe that was what was wrong all along. So it's got max health, max stamina, max oxygen, max food, max weight, and max damage. And it's a female! Yeah! That is awesome. Alright, level 218, not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, enough playing around. I'm gonna breed the max stat female with the male who has 5 out of 6 max stats, only missing oxygen. All I need is a max stat male, and I can essentially clone max stat birds over and over. Oh, we got twins, and they both look like they're perfects. One male, one female too. We got health, we got stamina, we got oxygen, we got food, we got weight, and we got damage. Sweet. That is what I'm talking about. Oh, now we got a spare female. Come on, little baby RGs. Get out of the air conditioner. Alright, there we go. Now got 3 max stat RGs. Woohoo! Alright, I hope you enjoyed my epic adventure of breeding Argentavis to get maximum stats from every bird I could find. Bred into a single bird, well, 3 birds. Now I can breed these 2 together and have a max stat baby guaranteed every single time. That is cool. So I'll see you for my next adventure. Bye.